Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Cricket 26 has been released. Now, if you've been around this channel for a long time, you know we are a cricket captain channel, but there is this new game mode on the game. Management Career. And today we're going to get stuck into our very first rebuild, managing Essex. Now, what we've got here, or what I believe we've got going on, I've had a few tinkers with this, is we've got 5 seasons to try and win every single trophy that is available to us. So for us playing in England, there's the County Championship, there's the England One Day Plate, or the Metro Bank Trophy, or Royal London Cup, whatever era that you're playing in. Call it the Jet Let Cup if you want. And we've got the T20 Slam, which is the T20 Blast. I've enjoyed playing the game. It is lacking a lot of depth, and some things don't work. But we are going to make the most of it. We are going to try and build a dynasty within 5 years. We've got a really good foundation of players. Matt Critchley could be immense for us, playing two ways. Paul Walters, massive man, hits a long ball, 77 overall, can do it with bat and ball. Got Daniel Sams as well over. Adam Rossington's a pretty good player across multi-formats. Jordan Cox is an absolute stud with a potential rating of 82 to 51. That might be something that we need to look out for along the way, because he can definitely play. Sam Cook, I'll be hoping to be Mr. Consistent. Shane Snyder, 66 overall, I think has been done a little dirty. He's a much better player than that in real life. Joshua Powers, 77 overall. Bruce Armstrong, 78 to 84 potential. So we're going to be looking to try and find some players, improve them, and improve our team. So is this something that you do like? Stick around for the channel, subscribe, leave a like, and check out the Cricket Captain content that's been going on the channel as well. Let me know down below what your initial thoughts of Cricket 26 are as well. And this is how it works. You get a trading plan where you can put your batters into stuff, your bowlers into stuff. And what you're really looking to is, for me, is you've got to improve the things that's actually going to make them a better player. And here, it's around batting shots. It's around batting training. Same with the bowlers. There's all this recovery and general strength. For me, I want my bowlers bowling, and we get to see the club roster for the first time. Darren Eckstein. Some of these names are obviously not going to be true to real life. 83 overall, 38 years old, South African. Obviously, Dean Elgar. Liam Brown has got excellent stats. 83 to 92 overall. Michael Pepper, 87 potential. Cox, 90 potential, like we touched on. I think what I'm really looking for is you're going to have probably 7 or 8 players that are shoo-in, and then I'm really going to look to try and identify other players that I can bring in. I do believe that the scouting stuff may be a little bit broken, because you can't just search for players. Nothing appears. But maybe what I can do is find them when I'm setting my rosters. So here we get the opportunity, select your Essex first class squad for the season. This is the first time you get to see the players, and it's not very clear, but if you go down, you get to see different players that are available. And what I'm going to look for is high English potential rated players that I can add to my scouting list. I can't even do it. You can't even do it. You can't even add them to your scouting list in here. The scouting is broken, but I'm still going to find people. Look at this guy, Cade Carmichael. 23 years old, Afghanistan, 99 potential overall. We definitely are carrying a couple here, like Norgis Beasley, 35 years old, 74 overall. I don't think we want to be taking that into the squad. Rohan Davis, he's just a batter as well, just a batter. I think we can look to bring in a couple of overseas players that potentially might add some depth to the team. I think the place I'm going to start off first is Haider Ali. We are going to sign for the first class season. So you can sign them for the first class season or just the competition. So we get to go through this a couple of times. And then I feel like taking the West Indian Open, Mikhaili Lewis. 98 potential, 76 overall. He could be good enough for a first season for us. As soon as you get too far down, the overalls are terrible. One thing you can't do, Jeremy Snow, 84 to 96 overall English bowler. I'm going to sign him for the potential, because I can't just add him to my scouting list. But definitely one to watch for the future. You can't sort any of these columns. It says sort, but you can't actually change columns. You can only sort by overall, which is a little bit frustrating. It's almost like they've thought of this format and they've not quite finished it yet. And we've only selected 14 players when we need a few more. I've got a feeling that Spin, or would you like to sign this player? Signing for the season will add them to the club squad that have not been finalised currently have fewer than 2 overseas players and are signed for the competition. I think Spin may be a little bit overpowered on the game. So the way it works is the season starts, and now there are a lot of issues I find with this format. Like, you get to the end of the season, you can't actually see the season. You're in your squad, you can't actually see your players' stats. Like, it's not finished. It's quite a poor experience, but I think the idea is very good. So with Essex, I would hope for at least a mid-table finish this season. You have got Worcestershire, Durham, Sussex, Yorkshire in Division 1. You're obviously going up against Surrey and Notts and Hampshire, who's going to be near that top of the table as you go. And squad is reasonably strong. See, club roster, this is where I can add people to scouting list, but they're already in my squad, so again, it doesn't quite make sense. I'm getting to pick our lineup for the first time for the first class season. Obviously, Jordan Cox is going to play a very, very large role in our team. Haider Ali with his 80 overall as well. You've got to think we've got to find a slot. Rowan Davis going to miss out. Paul Walter down at 7 feels like a better match for me. Same with Michael Pepper. He's down as a top order batter. I'd actually prefer to play him a little low. What we've got Bruce Armstrong that could come in. He's a new ball bowler, 77 overall. But I think the bowling attack we've got isn't bad. Sid Horn is 78 overall, age 37. Tanveer Singh is going to give us a little bit of spin. Joshua Powers, 77. We've got Sam Cook, who, should 100% be in this team. I think with Sid Horn, the names completely do you here. I think Sid Horn's going to miss out, who is obviously Simon Harmer, because Tanveer Singh's got the better rating. Sam Cook, I want to give the new ball to, alongside Joshua Powers, who I believe may be Jamie Porter. So it's a pretty strong team. We're not... If anything, I probably should have gone for another overseas player as a bowler. Elgar and Rosington at the top, 83.79. That's pretty solid. Watkins at 3.79. We could move Haider Ali up. He's a middle order player, so probably batting at 5 is a nicer touch, because Watkins and Pepper are top order batters. Jordan Cox, top order batter, batting him at 6. That's a bit controversial. Walder at 7. Critchley, Cook, Singh, Powers. 2 spinners, 3 seamers. Have we got the weight of the team wrong? We're about to play our first game against the bigwigs. And we come up with the goods in the first game. Win by an innings and 45 runs. What a performance. Sam Cook with 4 in the second innings. Tanveer Sangha with 4 in the first innings. But it's the bat. The overseas players, Dean Elgar with 172. Haider Ali with 126. Critchley 77. God, he's a good play, and it's good to see he's good on the game. And we get through what is a really strong team. Burns, Sibley, Pope, Lawrence, Smith. And the bowling attack had Roach, Atkinson, Spencer Johnson and Sean Abbott. And we still held strong. And this is what I mean. When you're picking your lineup, I can't click on someone and see the stats. Cricket's a stats game. It doesn't stop us though. We beat Notts. Maybe the 2 best teams in the division. We've gone and beat early doors. Tanveer Sangha, 5 for 53 in the first innings. Bowled them out for 155. Then we step up with 382. Watkins with a ton. Pepper with a ton. Again, going against a good bowling attack. Stone, Pennington, Powell, Tong. We get it done. We get it done with the ball again. 6 for Critchley. 2 spinners. Spin is overpowered. So 2 games in. Bit of a change of tack. We get to pick our one-day plate team. Again, I'm just going to scroll down and see what's available. You really want these guys in the 80s to bring into your team. Mohammed Hassan or Todd Murphy. Now, I think we only signed Sanga for the one format. So I think what I'm actually going to do is go with Hassan, go with Murphy. The other thing you can't do on this is filter. So I can't just filter English players. And after 2 rounds of county championship cricket, we do get to play a little bit of one-day cricket. Interesting to see what we're going to do with the team. Jordan Cox, top order batter. This format, there's no two ways about it. I've got to find a way of getting him up that order. Michael Pepper, 78 overall. Again, I've got to find a way of getting him in. And I think it's going to be Kilgore that's going to miss out. 2 exceptional players, top order, 27, 26 years old, 78 and 78 overall. Both English. And it doesn't talk about aggression. It just shows that Pepper may be slightly the better player. So he's going to get the nod. Opening bowler Mohammed Hasnain is going to get the new ball. And I think Bruce Armstrong, I'm going to move out again for Sam Cook, because I kind of know what to get with a Sam Cook. Also means the spin that we've got on offer is quite incredible, because we've got Harmer and Critchley and Murphy. Have we got enough bat? I don't know. That's a good question to ask. And I think I do want to get Pepper into the lineup, and we're going to open with him. Against Warwickshire, we get the win. 263, we restrict them 4. There's runs for Dan Mousley. That kid's got some talent. 3 for Critchley. He goes at under 6s. Harmer goes at 4s. Murphy at 5.38. So they didn't bring the wickets, but they bought the control, and Dean Elgar scores a century. Now we skip back to county championship cricket. It is a bit of a mishmash, but there's no reason for us to change here. And we lose our first game. We actually get rolled. They get 3-4-8. And then, Shah Bashir, he goes and picks up 5. So again, more spin doing the damage. 4 ducks in the innings. We follow on. Trey Watkins with a ton. But we do get a good pummeling. We're still top though. 50 points from 3 games. Just looking at our batting. Watkins 275 runs. And again, this is really dumb the way they've got it laid out. You want to see runs near average and strike rate and stuff like that. What are we getting? We're getting grade average from Pepper, Elgar and Watkins. 37 from Rosington. Haider Ali averaging 40. Critchley 40. Jordan Cox only averaging 20. And with the ball, Tanveer Sangha, 19 wickets at 19. 37 strike rate. That's outstanding. Critchley, 13 wickets at 26 is good. Joshua Powers, not quite working out. We need maybe a replacement. 77 overall. We could bring in yet another spinner. We could also bring in Bruce Armstrong, who is younger, but Powers gives us better delivery, even control. So again, it doesn't give you many stats to be able to actually make meaningful decisions, but we're going to do it. And it works because we get the win over a pretty decent Somerset team with Matt Renshaw and TKC in the team. They get 376, Critchley 4, Walter 3. But then Mr. Pepper stands up at number 4. He's slotting into that role quite nicely for us with 113. Him and Trey Watkins put on another big partnership of 85 this time. But the second innings spin is too much. Sangha 4, Critchley 2, and we walk it off home. We also get managerial offers early on in the season, which, although tempting, is a no. Back to the one-day plate where we're 1-1. Make that 2-1, as Dean Elgar is putting up numbers for ages here. 173 off 144. We get 339, highest score that we've had. Smash Kent around. Zach Crawley scores runs. Obviously not playing in Australia. And another victory. This time Adam Rosington walks it off. 59 for him. 54 for Pepper. Win by 5 wickets against a good Yorkshire team. I feel our bowling is giving us reasonable control here. And the batters, I know Eckstein of the Elgar variety got out for a golden, but they're actually performing pretty well. We get the pleasure of travelling back to the English County Cup. But also, just to confuse things, we now get to pick our T20 team. Now, the way I'm doing this at the moment is our worst 2 players I deselect. And then because there's only one sort on overall, I have a look to see what's available, and we've got some big cheeses on the table. Gyswell can come in, and I'm also going to take Marco Jansen for the competition. But we get the ability to keep playing in the county championship, this time against Yorkshire, who are in third, 3-0 Yorkshire. It's such a letdown not being able to see your players' stats on the game. It's like, what are they thinking? And we win again. We're in good form here. I'm not playing on easy mode, I'm playing on normal mode. First time I've had a go on normal mode. The first time going through, I was just like trying to see it. But I think we've struck gold with the team, the bowlers that we've got. Critchley's good. Sanger's being exceptional. The bat is being good enough. We scored 290. But again, we bowled them out for 265 in the second innings. 5 for Sanger. And Rosington knocks them off. Surely, as we now go to play in the T20 Blast, because obviously it feels, and it is, Sanger's 33 wickets is the most in the country in county cricket so far. Now, how good are we actually going to be in the Blast, actually? I think we need to get our lineup right with Gyswell opening. Now, I think what I'm actually going to do here is Walter, Jansen, Horn, which is Harmer, Armstrong and Cook. I'm wondering about dropping Cook and bringing in Critchley and moving Critchley up the order. It gives us more bat, but it also gives us 2 spinners of Critchley and Horn. And then it does mean Walton needs to bowl 4 overs. So it's going to be interesting to see whether that's going to work. And it does in the first game. We beat Warwickshire. Gaikwad for them scores 68. That's quite nicely. Walter, 2 wickets. 11 dot balls, incredibly, but goes at 10s. Bowling spread around. Gyswell bowls an over as well. Pepper bowls an over. So it feels like we're maybe 1 bowler short. But when Jordan Cox and Michael Pepper get together, 120 knock to win the game. It works again. 145. They can only muster up here. Less bowlers used. Walter, 1 for 35, goes at 8.75. Not bad. But look at Cook. 1 for 14 from his 4 overs. Really interesting considering I put Critchley in and then the game just overrided it and dropped him. Critchley needs a break though. He's on 53% conditioning. I assume that comes into performance factors. Again, look what it's done. It's put Gyswell at 3. It's brought in Eckstein. I've not asked the game to do this. I don't want to play Eckstein because I know that he's a guy that doesn't get on with it. And I want big meaty men to score big meaty runs here. We do get our team. We do get a win as well. 169 for Yorkshire. Pretty decent score. Shah Massoud scoring a ton. Remember how good he was at Derbyshire probably 3 or 4 years ago now. Time's catching up on me. Jordan Cox bowled 2 overs. So it's still not happy with us not quite having the right team. And Gyswell we're not getting a lot out of. But Adam Rosington with a 50. And we don't quite do it this time. Gyswell 21 off 16. I'm picking on him because he's the best player in the team and I'm expecting a lot. But their bowling attack is pretty good. Coles is a good bowler. Archer's a good bowler. Undercat's in the team. And they pretty much just walk it home. I feel like if we're going to make a change to the team, it kind of needs to be now to get the balance right. And we are going to bring in Critchley. Going for the extra spin. And it doesn't work. Gyswell gives us 92. We score 195, which is absolutely massive. 120 odd run partnership, but they knocked them off in 18 overs. And I think we need to lose a batter from our team. Harmer went at 3.5. Critchley at 16s. So again, we're not quite. Marco Jansen giving me the blue face as well. I'm not a huge fan of what I'm seeing there. I think Trey Watkins on 54% has got to go. And it's going to be Porter or Powers coming into the team to give us a little bit more ball. We do get the win. Don't know if it's... Is it because of what we made? He goes at 9s. But it does mean that the 6 bowlers bowling are genuine bowlers, which works out well for us. We get good starts from Gyswell and Rosington as well. Cox 47, walks us off home. 4-2 is quite a reasonable start to the season. And we back it up as well, and we get a biggie out of Jaiswell. 107 off 70. Cox 74. We score 188 of the finest. I think they're maybe a little bit short on batting. Oh, look at the damage. There's 2 wickets, 2 ducks, 3 second ball ducks. And the bowling attack is, although Powers is going at 11s, feels more like a good bowling attack here. We go top of the group. We've got no one. Oh, Jordan Cox, 324 runs, 4th in the batting charts. Now, the thing is, unless it's changed, you can't do training. Constantly can't do training. Your club's roster is only the players that you've got picked, which in this squad. There's no scouting, but there is affiliated players. This is quite interesting. Okay, so affiliated players I can add to my scouting list. And I think what I've got to go down here and is just find anyone that noteworthy performances, add to the scout list. It doesn't tell you, there's not a thing on it telling you these are on the scout list. But I'm looking for players with excellent potential, really. 80s to 90s is kind of where you want to be. Like Arlo Dean, 77 to 91 is 59 overall as a top order batter, but I do want to know about him. I want to know what he's doing, and I want his name ringing in my ears. Jeremy Snow's already part of our setup. He's got that 96 potential, which I would love to be able to tap into. Like, the idea behind this format is much needed, but there's a lot of work to do to make it work. Beat Surrey, that's a biggie. Will Jacks with 76. He's got excellent attributes on the game. Jamie Smith with 60, batting at number 3. Again, the bowlers shared around quite nicely. We even get a wicket from Powers, which I'm quite happy to see. Rosington, probably player of the season across multi-formats at the moment, as we go back-to-back games against Surrey. And it doesn't matter because Rosington's in form. 70-odd not out, was it last game? 86 not out this game. And absolutely thrash Somerset next. It's the bowling attack. Jansen with 4. Harmer with 3. Harmer's economy rate on the season must be amazing because I feel like he's always putting up top performances. Jansen with 12 wickets, second most in the country. Dryswell and Rosington, 1 and 2 for us in the order, 4th and 5th. If we just have a look at the bowling stats and look at our team, Jansen's got 12 wickets at 22 with a 7 economy rate. Harmer's got a 7 economy rate with a 21 average. Walter going at 9s, Bruce Armstrong at 8, Sam Cook at 6.5. And with the bat, yeah, it's the Jaiswell show now, isn't it? 250s, 100. Rosington with 300s. But what are we getting? Strike rates are only in the 130s. Very high 130s. But Cox, Kilgore, whoever you are, Pepper with a 137. Walter, 203 with a 53 average, is adding great value down the order. And we beat a lowly Notts. They are right down near the bottom of the order. Will Young, evergreen, not just a famous pop idol, scores runs, but there's Ben Duckett batting at 3. Ishan Kishan batting at 6. I think the AI's got a little bit of work to do here to get this right, but 4 for Sam Cook is phenomenal. And Kilgore and Walter walk it off home. And we lose. Change of team. I accidentally pressed Y and it changed my team. Eckstein comes in, scores a century, but they knock them off. A century from KL Rahul at the top of the order. I think the question is, can we afford to lose a couple of games? The answer is probably yes, and players need resting. Is affecting us as we lose to Yorkshire, and do we just put ourselves in a little bit of unnecessary jeopardy here from going through? Top 4 go through. We're going... it's not guaranteed. Now, this is where we need to be at our best. So let's get some of our stars back in this lineup. Got to beat Kent to go through. And we do. 182. Rosington comes back in. 50, number 4 of the campaign. Golden Duck for Jaiswell. He gets done by Big Wes Agar. But that's a good score. 182 is reasonable. And they run us tight. 173 for 7. You can see Paul Walter's name appearing a couple of times. 2 for 49. But Jansen goes at 5s. Powers goes at 5s with 2 for 21. And it says the English... Okay, T20 Pool A finished in 2nd position. And we go on to the quarterfinals. But it doesn't update to show us the tables here. We play Durham, even though Northants and Surrey are shown. And can I see the standings still? I can. Durham finished 3rd, 9 and 5. I thought we were a better team than 9 and 5. 10 and 4. So it's very, very close. Big game. Got to make sure we've got our big time team together. We win. We're going to finals day. 170 Durham put together. It's a pretty decent score, and we don't make massive inroads with the ball. But what we do get is control from Paul Walter. 4.5 and over. Why didn't they bowl in more? But it's a good score, particularly when they get Gyswell early. But we still just managed to work our way through it. Pepper with 50, Jordan Cox with 50. Our top 4 is epic at the moment. We go into finals day. Labuschagne, most runs in the country. We actually don't have a most runs in the country candidate because we drop people. And look, again, it's another failure of the game. The competition's going on, but all I can see is what people have done in the knockout stages. And this is the only screen I can click on someone and actually see their stats. And all these things on the side, the filters, can't do anything with. Well, here we go. It's 2 versus 1. Essex versus Glamorgan. We're not going to change. We're not going to change for anybody. Should have changed. We lose 165. Jordan Cox with 91. Gyswell and Rosington fail on the big stage. And we are dumped out. 54 from Marnus. Josh Brown with 59. It's a disappointment. It's not a victory. There's no trophies coming home. And we take our brand. It doesn't even tell me who won the competition. And we take our brand of the beautiful game back to the county championship. Yes, we do. Also good to have some people looking a little bit more healthy than what they were. Critchley is struggling for fitness. I just wonder whether we bring in Powers or Harmer. Let's bring in Harmer. Let's stay on the spin train with Sanger. That could be a pretty epic duo. And we smash them by 245. Trey Watkins' brother with 179. Gotta be man of the match for that. Yes, he is. That's an outstanding performance. Sid Horn, 4 for 67. Sam Cook with a 4-fer. What did we get from... Yeah, Horn, 4 for 67. Sanger with a non-fer. He's gone cold in the time he's been away. And Horn bowled in front of him in the 2nd innings. Okay, T20 Slam Awards. Gyswell, Best Young Player. And then Team of the Competition, which it gives us 16 players for, which is interesting. But we... Gaikwad of Chennai Super Kings is Player of the Team of the tournament. That's, again, something else that's slightly off with the game. We've been amazing, and we haven't got one single player. Our bread and butter, though, looks like it might be the county championship. We go up against Macaulay Lewis, who I almost signed. He scores 81 for them. 217 they score. 6 for Horn. I've been leaving Horn on the bench for a long time. We get 380 thanks to runs from Watkins, Elgar, Jordan Cox down the order. And then look at this, Armstrong and Cook. Duck, duck, duck at the top. We make life easy for us and knock them off easy as well. County Championship looking quite nice at the moment. 7 games down. 6-0-1 record. I like a little bit of that. Watkins with the most runs in the country as well. Back to the one-day play, and we knock off 300. That's an effort and a half. John Simpson, that boy can bang it. Boy, he's about 40 years old. 71. Tom Alsop with 45. Harrison Ward with 70. James Coles with 56. I do like this Sussex team. They've had the problems down south for quite a while, but they've had some amazing talent walk out the door quite incredibly. And here, Jordan Cox stands up. Matt Critchley having that extra batter coming in at 7 works. We fall short this time against Hampshire. They score 300. Have we got a problem with the ball going on? We've been very good in this competition, so I don't think it's a problem. But maybe just not quite making the inroads we should. 100 from Matt Critchley. And the top order pretty much gets blown away. Bowers with 3, doing most of the damage. We still should be okay to go through. Jeremy Snow, who's one of these players that we tracking, 72 off 75 in a club game for Hackney, follows it up with 78 off 59 balls 2 weeks later. And then a couple of weeks later scores 69 off 73. So I think we might have a player on our hands with owed Jeremy Snow. He is in our team, 56 overall. And again, there's nothing to tell me if he's getting better or not. And there's nothing you can do in training. Lose in the county championship to Hampshire, which is going to be a little bit of a problem for us. It puts us just 1 point ahead of Yorkshire. Oh, Big Jez is at it again. Look at this. Brentwood versus Hackney. Strike rate is he scores 67 off 110 in the first innings and 99 off 172 in the second. Now this is the biggie. Essex versus Yorkshire in the county championship. It's 1 versus 2. 142 points versus 141. I am just going to take a quick look at our bowling attack and just see if we need to bring in Jamie Porter, because Armstrong's playing. I'm not sure he's doing all that. He's averaging 24. Joshua Powers averaging 40. Okay, let's get down into business. If he's averaging 40, is he playing? No, he's not. I've already taken him out of the lineup. Critchley's out the lineup, but I'm going to bring him back in, and we lose. Oh, we lose hard. 181 all out. The top order falls apart. Good spin by Moriarty and Adil Rashid. 2 spinners out, the 4 bowlers that they bowled. They bat well for 359. Randall with 68. 95 for Jesse Woodward. Critchley good. Sanger good. Cook good. Walter probably... Is he your 5th bowler? I don't know. They actually win quite easy, which dumps us 19 points behind them. Powers' form is 2 red. That's not a good place to be. Sid Horn is coming in. So we're actually stacking up on 3 spinners of Sanger, Horn and Critchley. Turns in our favour. 316 run victory. We have smashed them. Elgar was 76. He's been quiet for a while. 60 for Jordan Cox. But then the big news is we bowl him out for 126. 4 for Critchley. 4 for Harmer. 2 for Sanger. The spinners take 10 wickets. And they are chasing about 500 and fall way, way short. It's a huge win for us as we go on to play a little bit of one-day plate stuff. But also, remember Arlo Dean, who we added to the scouting list? He has a good day. 2 overs bowled, 1 for 23. And 78 not out. That's a pretty good all-round performance, and scores 71 in the following game. Good performance against Notts in the one-day plate. Trey Watkins with a steady 70 to take us home. As we flick back to the English County Cup, and Yorkshire have obviously lost a game of cricket, which, you know, in the grand scheme of things happens, but they got smashed by Surrey with 126, which has now put us at the top, which I absolutely love. Trey Watkins almost up to 1,000 runs, most in the country. What's he averaging? 57 average. 650s, 3 century. He has been absolutely exceptional for us with the ball. It's Sanger, Leach, Bashir, Moriarty with 59 wickets leading the country. Rashid, Parkinson, spin is OP. And we win against Warwickshire. 331, but we do the damage with the ball again. Rosington with a century, Pepper with 97, and then the ball is an absolute show. Sanger with 5, we bowled them out easy. They get 291 second time around. Harmer with 5, and again, it's just one of those cruise home and get it done sort of moments. 23 points clear at the top as we go on and play Durham, who are next to bottom, and we win easy. Elgar scores 137. Watkins with 98 takes him past 1,000 runs for the season. And we bowl them out for 226 with Sanger taking 4. We only scored 266 in response. 7 for Callum Parkinson. It's a spinner's game. Just look at Harmer rolling through the back end of the innings. He picks up 4. And all of a sudden that table is looking very nice. Harlow go on and win the South East Cup as well. County Cup. 191 points. Watkins is over 1,000 on the year in terms of runs. But this is I think we're one result away from winning the title. And I think we might have just done it because we bowled them out for 148 and 198. Horn with 6. Sanger with 5. 100 for Rosington. And that puts us... And this is where you've got to be careful on the game because all of a sudden it's going to fast forward and you won't be able to see any stats. But at the moment, what have we got? We've got one game left. We are sitting really, really nice on top of the table. Oh, yeah, we've won the title. First season. This isn't going to go 5 years, this. This could be 2 or 3 and we're done. So what do we get? Sanger, 67 wickets. 6-5ers, an average of 21. Strike rate 39. Harmer, strike rate 30, average of 15. And then you've got Critchley taking his wickets at 26. That's quite an incredible performance. Seam bowlers averaging 21. Walter averaging 23. It's a hell of a season, which we finished with a 356-run win. Cook takes 5 for 11. Oh, that top order has been decimated. Essex finished first in the County Championship Cup. I'm going to take a little bit of that. And looking at the awards, Watkins wins most runs in the country. George of Trent Rockets is in the Team of the Year. Crikey O'Reilly. That's outrageous. Pepper at 4, Watkins at 3. And somehow our amazing bowling attack hasn't made the team of the tournament. One Day Cup rolls on. One Day Cup rolls on with a win. And the season finishes with a win with 145 from Michael Pepper. Again, this is part of the thing. So let's have a look at Watkins. No, I can't change it. I can't change. Anyway, quarterfinals. Going up against Middlesex. Guys are in bad form. Lots of red thrown around, even though we are smashing teams left, right and centre, which doesn't really make any sense. Do we make a change? Could bring in Kilgore, who's in great form. But again, I can't see what people have done. We're playing. And we're winning. We bowled them out for 186. It's a Paul Walter party. 4 for 52. Harmer with 2. Hasnain with 2. And we just walk it through. Elgar with runs. Pepper with runs. They're both out of form. They're out of touch, but they're not out of time. They score all these runs. The form is still in red. And again, we walk through a team. This time, Harmer bowls them out for 123. He takes 6 for 35. And Rosington with 54. Pepper 58. Walkers into the final against Lancashire. And we win in the final. We've done the double in the first year. Rosington with 68. Watkins, okay, he's out of form. He scores a duck off one ball. Jordan Cox with 53. Sid Horn's Harmer variety. He scores 56. 293 is good, but it's not great. But what is great is winning when you bowl them out for 240 odd, thanks to economy rate throughout. Cook with 3 does a lot of damage. Kevin Wickham of the West Indies variety at the top of the order doing some damage. But as a first season, we've won the County Championship, won the One Day Cup, and the blast we went 10-4 and made the semi-final. Our scouting list of players are 56 overall, 59 and 59. Doesn't feel like a whole bunch of improvement there. We still can't do any training. Can't filter by potential. But the board would like to congratulate me on winning the One Day Cup, which is great. They didn't want to congratulate me on winning the County Championship. Oh, we do get offered the England job, but I feel that is for another save. And awards for the competition? Well, we don't win anything. Sikandar Raza wins player of the tournament. Pepper and Elgar at the top. Critchley makes team of the tournament. Interesting choices. Okay, and then essentially what happens on the game is it just goes through to the start of the new season, where everyone comes in out of form. Excellent. Jordan Cox is not in our team. That's a little bit of a worry to me. And none of the players have improved. But let's not worry about that. Let's pick our squad for the first time. Where is Jordan Cox? I'm going to take Snow out of the squad. We don't need to be carrying him. We don't need to be carrying Justin King. But yeah, there's no contracts. Jordan Cox has left, and I can't sign him. So, excellent. Actually makes doing a dynasty or a rebuild pretty impossible. I am going to sign Tanvir Sangha for the competition again. South African wicketkeeper is available. I'm going to sign him for the season because he's 92 overall. And the other thing, it's not like I'm looking at an English transfer market of players here. It's absolutely not. So all these players have left. Can't even sort that. Club roster, can I sort that? I can. So I can put... Oh, mate. This game... The gameplay on the game is good, but this mode is so disappointing. And nothing's changed. None of my players have got better. I wasn't able to train them. I still can't train my players. There's actually nothing I can do on this other than continue. I think Adam Rosington still needs to be in the team. Even at 33, he can come in and open with Elgar. Watkins and Pepper were good last time. Kilgore's going to get a game because Jordan Cox and God knows whoever else has left the team. Varane is going to bat at 6, Walter 7, Critchley, Harmer, Sangha, Bruce. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bowlers. I would probably like another bowler. Sam Cook was good last year, but where do I fit him in? Maybe I go without him because I want to play Critchley, Harmer and Sangha. I want the 3-spin option. Doesn't quite work out in the first game. So we're going to go through this second season a little bit quicker and see where we end up. But that, to start with, is not a great performance with the bat. Also get to pick our one-day team. Let's see what's going on. Grayson Wagner, 48 overall. Probably not going to be making any lineups for a while. Daryl Mitchell's available, 88 overall. Matt Henry, 88 overall. They are some excellent players. Matt Henry is going to sign for the competition. There's just nothing else. There's no like good English players that you can look at and go, oh, I'm going to have a little bit of that. I'm going to take Tom Latham though. Oh no, I can't take Tom Latham. Can't take an overseas player. And into the one-day cup after a couple of county games, we do get the win. And this is what the team's going to look like this year. So quite a lot of change. Rosington and Elgar at the top. Varane at 3 with his 92 overall. Watkins. Rowan Davis comes into the team. Kilgore, who sat on the sidelines last time, gets a game. And we go with the 3-spin option of Critchley Horn. That, in my maths, is 2 of them. But we do have I Believe in Matt Henry. Okay, so we're about to get stuck into the T20 Slam. We're 2-2 so far in the one-day competition. I don't think I can grumble about that because I feel like we probably had a much better team last year. But 4 games down, Kilgore's come in and done really well. 326 runs. He's averaging 46. Strike rates potentially a little low, but I'm okay with that. Watkins and Elgar doing some good stuff. Sorry, this is County Cup. And with the ball, Harmer, excellent. 23 wickets at 19. It's exactly what you'd expect. Walter, Sangha, 12 wickets though at 35. He's having a real dip down. But we do get to pick our team for the T20 Blast. Now we've got 2 spaces in the team. I can bring in David Miller. I can bring in Tristan Stubbs. Gives us a real bat-heavy sort of feel. But everything else just gets worse very quick. So I'm going to bring in Tristan Stubbs. And I think this is how we're going to line up for the T20 Bass. So Tristan Stubbs is coming in. He's going to open with Michael Pepper, obviously missing Jordan Cox. Varane and Watkins 3 and 4. Kilgore, who's in some pretty good form, but I can't show because it doesn't let me look at stats, is at 5. Rosington 6, so way down the order. I might regret that, but I want to pump Pepper up the order. Walter, Horn, Critchley, Bruce, Cook with the ball. So pretty similar. Okay, reached the halfway stage of the T20 Blast and 7-1. Rosington 358 runs, so he's worked his way back to the top of the order. Current player of the series as well. And I think we've just won 6 straight because we lost the the first game. Rosington, absolute on fire at the moment, looking like $1 million. And with the ball, we've got no one at the top of the charts. And we don't have many wickets going around. In fact, the bowling very sporadic and shared around. The thing that we do get is Armstrong when he's playing with a 6.68 economy rate. Trey Watkins has had to bowl. So the AI is mixing up our lineup a lot. But the bat is probably where we're being saved. Rosington, Watkins, Pepper. Those guys, look at the averages. 89, 58, 54, 138. Strike rates are really high. Okay, worth another stop. We're top of the group. But because all the stats just disappear off the game at the end of the group stage, I just want to show you that Sam Cook's got the best bowling figures in the competition. We're 11-2, so performing very well with what little control we've actually got, because we can't develop players, we can't sign players other than the odd overseas player. It's a very interesting dynamic. Rosington 48 average, Pepper 54, Watkins 48, Varane 56, Kilgore 99. You don't actually need a lot. You just need 6 good batters on the game to do an absolutely immense amount of damage to different teams. And with the ball, we've really struggled. Harmer, 12 wickets. The economy rate's good. Sam Cook's the economy rate's good. But there's no one shining light that's blowing teams away this time. And we finished first in the group. Nicely done. Big time quarter-finals, and we beat Derbyshire, who managed to go through. Lewis Rees, Sports Billy, can do a bit of everything. Scores 56 off 36. Bowling-wise, Sam Cook economical, Armstrong economical. No one really ploughing through them, but Michael Pepper does with the bat. 76. Kilgore 54. It's a good enough performance to put us into finals day, where we got to last year. We've actually, in theory, been better this year. Because last year we went 10-4. This year, 12-2. Into the semi-finals and into the final for the first time. We're 1 win away from doing the clean sweep of competitions within 2 seasons. Glamorgan only score 152. Horn, Cook, Powers, the economy rates are off the chart. We're stifling the opposition. Watkins was 67. Varane with 31 off 27. But it's not the point of the strike rate. It's the point in taking you home and getting the win. And we go up against Lancashire in the final, which we lose. Oh no! Dean Elgar, about 600 years old. He's 39, I think, on the game. 112. Beasley having to open the batting, scores 61. They put on 167. We score 196. And it's not enough because Josh Butler goes bonsai. 116. Him and Tom Bruce walk it off home. Stubbs bowled 3 balls and went for 16. What is going on with the AI selection of bowlers? We've got 4 genuine bowlers on the team. It's a runner-up medal. I'm just checking in on our scouted players. We've actually got a little bit of movement. Arlo Dean is now a 60 overall, so still would never play. Team of the tournament, we make the final, and we don't get anyone, just still can't do any training. 1 day play halfway through, almost. We're 3-0 so far, that's pretty decent. Holy moly, we have just put in an absolute performance here. County Championship, we're sitting 6-2, 143 points, quite ahead of everyone else. But if there's a way to rewind and go back, we've just dropped, I thought it said 600 runs for a second. There's 254 run victory. We are looking good, and we've just beaten Somerset by 630. We bowled them out for 51 and 121, scored runs, and in this huge victory, no one scored a century in the game. Elgar with 97, Critchley 85, Rowan Davis with 94. Okay, just putting a pin in it before the last game of the season where we lose the stats. We are back-to-back county championship winners with Essex. Very, very easy this game, actually, because we're not controlling much and we're just winning games of cricket. No one tops the batting. Horn and Sanger, 75 wickets apiece. So the spin came good in the second half of the season. But you can see this, it's a bit dire when you're trying to look through and find how your batters actually went. If we look at just batters, Elgar 766 runs, the best. So our batting lineup has been really, really poor. But when it comes to the ball, we have been just next level, really. Next level, 75 wickets apiece. Just incredible stuff. And we finished with a win, 165 run victory in the final game of the season. Again, there's not a lot of runs flying around, but the bowling is so controlled that we do win the County Championship for a second time. Again, Horn makes team of the tournament, 75 wickets, but Sanger doesn't. Ackerman makes it twice. I'm not saying the game's got a lot of issues, but it does in this format. And there's quite a lot to play for in this final game. Are we through? We're through. We're through in this competition. So this is the One Day Cup, which we won last time around. We finished second, which is quite a decent performance. Quarterfinals, well, that's as far as we're going to go, folks. Kilgore with 84. We scored 305, but fair play to Gloucester. They get it done. 77 from Oisnane Parker. And GVB scoring 36 at the end. 80 for Cameron Bancroft. We can't control them. The AI goes bowler crazy. And at the end of the season, it's just worth checking the scout list. See, nothing's really happened. All these guys with these potentials, they're in only 20 and 21, but I just don't think they're ever going to be a thing. English Plate Awards, Sikandar Raza getting it done again, but nothing. Nothing for us. Okay, one more season I hear them say, let's pick our team and see what's happened to it along the way. If we sort it by overall, what have we got available? Sanger just shooing 82 overall now. Sign for season, sign him up. And Louis is at 80 overall as well, so I'm going to pick him. Arlo Dean now up to 61 overall. He might be good enough to play cricket by the time he's 80. Still can't do any training. Michael Pepper, incredibly, is now an 89 overall. So he's just shot through the roof. Again, no kind of rhyme or reason why he's had that. He started off as a 78 with an 83 to 87 overall. Kilgore is now up to 83. Watkins is 39 and started to decline slightly. Elgar's still good. Macaulay Lewis is going to come into the team. Liam Brown, I think, needs to disappear. I don't think we need him. Rosington can still do a job. So can Sam Cook. Armstrong, Sanger, Cook, Horn, Critchley. 3-spinner attack again. That, to me, I think that's quite a good lineup, and our batting is probably the strongest it's ever been. 89 Michael Pepper. Shows in the first game as well. We managed to get the victory. Not on the back of a whole bunch of batting. More on the fact that Harmer is incredible and takes 7 for about 60 in the game. Does allow me to look at some player stats. Kilgore's never played any format of international cricket. Trey Watkins has. He's played 7 tests. 5 ODIs, 3 T20s. I've no idea if they're while he's with me, which is a little disappointing. Pepper is playing no international formats despite being like 80 odd overall. And time to pick the List A team as well. Is there... Oh, yeah, some 85 stuff going on here. Munim Rahman, Bangladeshi player. 2 Bangladeshi players. Todd Murphy's available. I'm going to go with Ishmael, 26. Oh, he's a bowler. Do I really want to go with a bowler? If I go with a bowler, I want to go with Todd Murphy. There we go, I've gone with Todd Murphy. That's quite a strong team. Sanger, 82. Murphy, 83. Oh, have we... We've got too many spinners. We've got 4 spinners. Critchley, I want to play Critchley. So Horn's going to go. I'm going to bring in for the ball Armstrong, who can take the new ball. This is actually a bit of a problem because it means Rowan Davis is going to go. I'm going to bring in Sam Cook. Okay, so Sam Cook can have one of the new balls, as can Armstrong. So it gives us Critchley, Murphy and Sanger as the spinners. There's a lot riding on in the One Day Cup. Rosington, Elgar, Pepper, Kilgore, Watkins scoring runs, because we start with Walters at 6. Yeah, it doesn't quite work out in the first game. We get bowled out for 140. Doesn't matter sometimes how deep your batting lineup is. When two of your batters put on 306 for the second wicket, Elgar and Pepper smash it all around. And we hammer by 187 runs Yorkshire. Okay, time to pick the T20 squad as well. What do we get? We get Jaiswal, Abable, or Rabada. I'm going to take Jaiswal as we go into the blast. Jaiswal obviously going to be opening up here. Armstrong's up to a 79 overall, which is quite nice to see. Pepper 89. This is quite a strong team. We're going with Rosington to opener. Again, I can't see his stats. It frustrates the hell out of me, but you know, over the last couple of years, we've seen someone that's been scoring some decent runs. Kilgore is knackered. He's on 24% conditioning, which is outrageous. Let him play. That's a pretty decent 7 games in. Cook's got 17 wickets at 9. Horn 11 at 17. And we find ourselves second in the table. 5 and 2. We've actually lost the last 2 games. There is possibly a little bit of a weakness around the bat, like I was talking about. Rosington has been good with 350s. Jaiswal's got a century and a 50. They're both putting up good numbers. Kilgore averaging 63 with a 148 is incredible. Davis has been really good. Pepper's been poor. And that's kind of where the batting stops. But then Cook and Horn, incredible. Walter, 9 wickets. He's going at 9 and over, but wickets win games. Oh, it's all falling apart. For the first time in the save, we have lost 5 games straight in the competition. And we fight back. We bowl them out cheaply. Powers, Sanger, Brown with wickets. The computer's just screwed our lineup. The reason we're struggling is, look at this. Armstrong, 9%. Kilgore, 9%. The guys are absolutely on their knees. And going in 1 game left, I don't think we're going to win it. 3 seasons, we are 6 and 7. The depth of the team has just been challenged too much. And we lose the last game. We actually lose, I think, 7 on the bounce. Team of the competition, we got one, even though we were terrible. And Sam Cook. Kilgore needs a rest. He's on 3% going into the next game here. The question is, what have you got that can replace him? You've got a 73 rated Liam Brown. Come and have a game. Okay, 10 games into the county championship season. It is tight. We're on 142 points. Well, it's not that tight. We are 21 points behind Middlesex. The chance of the three-peat is actually looking relatively slim. Adam Rosington, our best player with the bat. It's not coming up Millhouse here, is it? Final game in the season. We're about 50 points behind Middlesex, who we played last game in the season, who we beat, but is a second place finish. Liam Patterson-White, best player in the country. Phil Salt's there. We don't put up any players. We fell short. I thought we had the best batting lineup we might have had, and it doesn't carry through. Finished 3rd in the one-day competition. Chance of a little bit of silverware. Won the one-day competition in the first season, and we may do it in the 3rd. We've got an opportunity here. 70 from Michael Pepper. Elgar doing a job. Beasley scores runs at the top, even though he's not that good. And we do it again. Put another dime in the jukebox, baby. We're doing it. Kilgore scores 63. Harmer was 72. Take us from 161 for 7 to 285 for 7. Love a bit of that. Zach Crawley comes in at 3. Still can't score any runs. And the AI picks everyone in the team to bowl, and we just do enough. And Surrey in the final, it's one step too far, but what a game of cricket. 338. Rory Burns rolls back the years with 100. Will Jacks with 56. Our bowling's more condensed, which is good to see. And somehow we don't do it, despite scoring about 280 run partnership. Pepper with 184. Cook 108. Sam Cook just scored 108. The guy can't get it off the square, and we finished 3rd. The other thing I want to call out is the scout list. Like, what is this? These guys have got no better. No better in all of that time. I suppose we're getting into closing comments here, but training you can't do anything with. Your club roster's pointless. Jordan Cox left my squad for no reason whatsoever and has never returned, as has other players. It's a good idea, and it's something I've wanted for a long time. And if you play the games, it might add more to it, because there's no point in playing a season at the moment. But here you can continuously get better at the game. You can build it up. You can change your overseas player, but the transfers don't allow you to really have like an English transfer window at all. So it's a good idea. Just at the moment, it's quite unplayable and really poorly executed, which is a shame. So let me know in the comments, do you want to see more of these videos? Did you enjoy it? What else would you like to see on this game? We'll see you soon.